The community garden at 7 Points Uptown has been taken down. That's right near the site of the deadly law enforcement shooting of Winston Smith.
Yeah, community members say this garden was meant to bring peace, but lately it's not been peaceful there. Fox 9's Karen Scullen joins us tonight with more on the decision to take it all down. Karen?
Right. Yeah, pretty big change here at Lake and Fremont. Now the entire block is surrounded by new fencing, along with some new barriers in the area. It is quiet right now after a bit of rocky start this morning.
This morning, a small group of people became a bit hostile towards efforts to take down the Uptown Winston Peace Garden. Police repeatedly asking the crowd to move to the other side of the street until finally a small altercation. A man passing by tries to reason with the group, asking them to settle down.
All right, calm the hell down. That means everybody. Citizens, calm down. This is too much and it's too early.
Now, all of this comes after bobcats scooped up and dumped what was left of the space created by private property owner 7 Points. The company explaining in a statement today, we previously committed to work to allow a community garden as long as it remained a safe and peaceful gathering space. Unfortunately, that has not happened. The continued destruction of property, violent acts, arson, noise ordinance violations, and blocking access to Uptown residents and businesses created an unsustainable and unhealthy situation.
From my experience, I found that it was peaceful on the surface, but as you stood there and looked in, you were sworn at, chased away. Under the surface, it was a rather violent crowd, and I'm sort of glad they're gone.
The block at the heart of it all is now lined with 2 sets of fencing and private security protecting the area, watching those who are watching them, and for any kind of apparent trouble. Residents say they are not against protesters, but they are looking now for peace outside of the Peace Garden.
I saw my neighbor, who is probably 80, he was crying in his truck one day. He was just sobbing. He couldn't take it anymore. He owns one of the businesses here, and it was, trashed, and one was broken, and he was very, very sad.
A spokesperson with the city of Minneapolis tells us 7 Points leadership reached out to the city for counsel on how to initiate the process of restoring their private property to a state that is good for their tenants and patrons. The decision was collectively made to move forward on July 14th with private contractors hired by 7 Points. Now, the city goes on to say that it's aligned with 7 Points and the families of Winston Smith and Deanna Marie. They plan to create some sort of permanent tribute here in the area to both further racial justice and honor their memory. We are live in Uptown. Karen Scullen, Fox 9.